Greetings to all amateurs of naval geography in World of Warships. In today's Map Tactics video, we'll talk about one of the most popular maps in the game, North. This location depicts cold and harsh Scandinavian landscapes, with picturesque rocky islands of various sizes located in the center of the map. Northern Lights is the alter ego of the North map. In terms of gameplay, these maps are identical. The only difference is in the visual presentation. As for the North map, there are a number of key areas that are crucial for getting an advantage over your opponents. Let's have a look at each of them. The first area is open water at squares E1 to F3. The next important location is the water pass at squares E5 to F6. Another key area is located at squares E7 to F8. Finally, at squares E9 to F10, there is an open water area isolated by two large islands. Obviously, when playing in the domination mode, all key areas are located precisely at the squares mentioned above. At squares E1 to F3, Area A is covered by a large island which protects you against distant fire from other areas of the map. Because the key area is located in open water, we recommend that you only go there if you play a battleship or cruiser equipped with long-range guns. After taking control over this area, you can either head for Area B or strike at the enemy's rear. Destroyers are also welcome in this part of the map. They can support their allies with smoke and help them capture the key area. Those destroyers that boast powerful artillery will take advantage by continuously firing at slow targets and can easily dodge shells fired in return. Japanese destroyers equipped with effective camo and long-range torpedoes will be a pain in the neck for your opponents. Aircraft carriers can support their allies in this area, scout for enemy ships, or attack single targets that stray from the main formation. The next key area, B, is located in the water pass at squares E5 to F6. The pass is pretty narrow and isn't recommended for battleships or cruisers, especially at the beginning of the battle, when enemy torpedo-carrying ships can be in the vicinity. Area B should be captured by destroyers using smokescreen. However, this can also be dangerous. While in smoke, you can be spotted by surveillance radar installed on the majority of high-tier cruisers. Moreover, players often indiscriminately launch torpedoes at smoke and hope to get lucky. That's why when using smoke generator to capture a key area, you should take all these factors into consideration. In case of emergency, destroyers should take cover behind the nearest islands. At squares E6 to F7, there is a large island that plays an important role in capturing not only Area B, but also Area C. Cruisers equipped with hydroacoustic search and surveillance radar can provide support for their allies from both sides of the island. After spotting the enemy at Areas B and C, cruisers can support retreating Allied destroyers or help fire at enemy ships that are capturing the areas. Cruisers equipped with smoke generator are most effective. By using their own smoke while staying near key areas, they can provide heavy fire at all enemy ships in that region. Aircraft carriers can also scout areas B and C for enemy ships. Additionally, their attacks on enemy destroyers at key areas are often very useful. Therefore, if you decide to park your ship at the large island and enable hydroacoustic search or surveillance radar, or if you play a cruiser equipped with smoke generator and you want to support Allied destroyers at the key area, or if your aircraft are ready to help allies in key directions, feel free to inform your teammates about your plans in the chat. This information often gives the team confidence and encourages them to fight.
All forces requesting cover fire.
Finally, let's take a look at Area D, located at squares E9 to F10. Here, similar to Area A, there is spacious open water. But this part of the map is isolated by 2 long islands. That's why the best approach is to send in swift destroyers and light cruisers, which can quickly capture the key area and head for Area C through a small water pass at squares E8 to F9. It's worth noting, however, that an enemy destroyer stationed at Area C can seriously hinder access through this region. So be careful if you dare to move between those islands. The open water near the key area also implies that this part of the map is quite suitable for battleships. However, the 2 islands located here can prevent all heavy warships from fighting for the other key areas. Facing resistance, you may be stuck here for quite some time and leave your allies without heavy artillery support for the majority of the battle. Therefore, if you choose to capture Area D first, consider all these factors beforehand. Generally, in the domination mode, capturing areas B and C is of higher priority in terms of tactics. By controlling them, you can be ahead of an opponent who, for example, captured Area A, or you can try to capture Area D to enhance your advantage in battle. It's also worth mentioning that, despite a large number of islands on the North map, battleships and cruisers can still deliver long-range fire. That's why when playing any type of ship, be careful and watch the movements of enemy ships. Because if you get seriously damaged at the very beginning of the battle, your team's chances of winning will decrease dramatically. Also, don't forget about the minimap. It can always provide you information about the battle situation. Using these recommendations, you'll help your team overwhelm your opponents not only on the North map, but also on other maps in World of Warships. Plot your own tactics, surprise your opponents, and claim victory at sea.